Hi, my name is Purify Eastman. I will be the spokesperson for the Energy One group.
And my name is Jackson Moore Otto, and I'll be speaking on behalf of the Second Energy Group. So we were both tasked with the same issue. So the city of Chelsea was concerned that although the residents were paying into MassSave via their utility bills, uptake in the city was very low, and thus residents, in essence, were not getting their money's worth. And this was an important policy goal for the city to increase uptake of the MassSave program. So this was something that both of our groups were working on, and we conducted similar analysis, and we had both somewhat similar and different interventions.
Yeah, so in kind of trying to tailor our interventions, we were identifying some barriers to signups for both tenants and landlords to kind of address this split incentive situation. Basically, we tried to increase signups for both landlords and tenants via different messaging. We realized that the landlords were kind of hard to access and had kind of a history of having a very hands-off approach to their properties. And the majority of Chelsea's tenants were low income, ESL, and might just have some concerns when communicating with their landlords. But effectively, there was this kind of gap in communication to both of the parties that were going to be involved in actually implementing the program. My apologies.
So yeah, absolutely. And one issue that our group identified as well, in addition, was a lack of social trust, and more specifically, a lack of trust in government. And that was in addition to the split incentive issue already mentioned.
Yeah, so in the vein of trying to bridge this communication gap, both between landlords and tenants, and also, as Mr. Moore mentioned, the kind of gap between the local community and also their trust in local government, our group decided to focus really, really heavily on mailer interventions, and also in really utilizing community organizations like La Colaborativa to both host and translate at local events to basically just do mass signups. We also were wondering if we could use their social media platforms to dispense information about the program, both in English and in Spanish, just really taking advantage of that already excellent relationship.
So in addition to advertisements, which our group also did look at, we also had the idea of free energy efficiency kits that would be distributed at municipal buildings and potentially through community organizations to supply equipment to tenants without the need to go through the MassSave energy audit.